Hey YouTube friends, welcome to my channel, Living Life with Mama. I'm Mama. In today's video, we are going to finish out our November calendar and set up our December calendar. It is really crazy because it feels like just in my last videos, I was updating my November calendar, and now here we are updating our December calendar. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So on the 15th, I did get paid. On the 16th, my phone bill came out of $106. My Spire bill was $35.87. Internet was $46.99, and my Evergy was $51.44. One of the things that I did not know was going to happen, so my car insurance and my renter's insurance is under the same company, but for whatever reason, I don't know why, but that insurance emails go to a different email account that I really don't check very often. It's my Google email account. I have a main Yahoo account, so I was unaware that my rental insurance was going to go up, or renter's insurance. It went up to $33.74, and it used to be $20.70. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the first time renter's insurance has gone up since I moved into this house back in 2020. So that is amazing. It has not gone up for almost 4 years. Now, I am required to have this renter's insurance. The rental property that I have is personally owned. It is not a company. My friends that lived in the house before, they lived in the house for several years. And when they were moving out, it was not them, it was a family member was driving the moving truck, and they were backing up into the driveway. If you rented a moving truck before, the bigger ones have like that metal step so that you have an extra step to get into the truck. Well, that hit the house next to the garage, and it did some damage, and they were able to fix it and everything, but they did not require my friends to have rentals insurance, which I'm not for sure why they wouldn't. That seems like something that they would not go without, but it is what it is. But they did not have rentals insurance, or maybe they didn't have enough, something like that. I don't know. But the landlords had to pay to fix the beams inside the garage and fix the outside of the house. They didn't do a whole lot of damage. The house didn't fall apart. It just here's the garage door. It the corner of that step of this moving truck hit the wall that was right here, and it busted the 2x4. So they needed to replace that 2x4. Well, I guess because of that, that is what made the landlords put it in the contract that I am required to have a certain amount of rentals insurance. I'm not 100% for sure if that is actually would cover that. I thought that rentals insurance covered my belongings. So if the house were to have a fire, a flood, tornado, whatever the case may be, that my stuff inside that home would be covered. That the landlords need to have some type of insurance on the home. But I could be wrong on that. That's what I thought it was, but since this is a private renter and not a company, that maybe it's different, but it is what it is. So I'm that's better than paying things that I've paid in the past on rentals insurance. All right. So anyway, so it did kind of mess with my rent a little bit more. And then also, if you saw my meal planning with what I bought at the store, and if I was on budget, all of that, I went a little bit into my rent already. So yeah, that was kind of a surprise, but it is what it is. All right, so I am done with that. Now, I wasn't supposed to get paid until the 30th, but I already got paid. So while I'm recording this is Wednesday. the 27th. This is Thanksgiving Day. So because we're closed, this day is probably why I already got paid for. Actually, I think I got paid this day, but it is what it is. Well, I did get paid $1,171.97. Now, this paycheck will be paying for the first few bills up until the 14th of December, and then also paying for more than half of the rent. Okay, but you will see it in my budget video. I already bought my Christmas present. Yeah, I did. So it is my personal Christmas present that I paid. It was actually an amazing deal, and I really hope that it ends up being as awesome as it is. I normally do not buy things that are advertised on like video shorts. Like, I'm not on TikTok, but I watch the video shorts on Facebook, and of course a lot of those do come from TikTok. I love books. I love reading. I love collecting them. I love having the books displayed. I have way more books than what I've actually read, but I just love them, and I love having access to them. I also love listening to books. I love reading books off of my phone through an app called Libby. It's completely free as long as you have a library card that you can connect it to, which I have. But I also love the books. I came across a video of a girl opening up a Advent book box. So I think it's like 24 or 25 books. You get to pick your genre. So they had like romance, they had mystery, they had like kids versions, all of that. They had tons of different types of genre. Am I saying that right? And originally priced $118, you guys. $118. On sale for this year, $29.99. So for $30. Okay? $30, and I get 24, maybe 25. I don't know if it goes to Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I don't know, but I don't care. But 24 books for $30. One book, brand new, can cost the same amount, or maybe even two. And these are good chapter books. And I've come across like other videos, stuff like that since then, and nobody has been disappointed in what they've got, especially if you get the genre that you like. Okay, I got the romance, I think. Oh, not romance. I got the fairy tale, the fantasy. So kind of like going along with Harry Potter and like Twilight, kind of mixed all in together probably. So hopefully I don't actually get Harry Potter and Twilight books because I already have those. But anyways, so at the end of it, it ended up being $39 or $49 or something like that, with a shipping insurance plus shipping and then the actual book set. Also, for whatever reason, I don't think it's coming from anywhere in America, which is interesting. Because after that I got a notice and said, like, due to difference of the money, or out of the country type money, you know, like how other people in other countries, their money's different than American US dollars. And they said that it would probably be a little bit different. So I went to my bank account, and I think it was like $10 more than what the amount was charged on the receipt, if that makes sense, which is fine. It is what it is. But so $50 for a 25 or 24 25 book set that I'm receiving for myself, and of course I will get it after December 1st, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But I think that was a steal, and that is my Christmas present to myself. I will not be buying anything else, and every day up until Christmas I will be opening a book. Will I read all of them in one day? Probably not. Will I get them all done before Christmas Eve, like all read? Probably not. But now that I have winter vacation and spring break and summer break, all of that off, like that will give me new kinds of books that I would be able to read in the next year or so. But anyways, so that was kind of that. So the reason for all of that I was saying is that even though I got paid $1,171.97, some of that went towards my Christmas present. Some of it went towards the extra that I had not anticipated for my rentals insurance. And then some of it went towards replacing the money that I charged on my card when I was at Target. So that is not going to be the amount that I will be spending. Anyways, I am going to flip these, move these over here and set this up all brand new. And I do believe, if I remember correctly, when I looked up my care credit, I think instead of paying $37, I only needed to pay $35, which was kind of cool. But that will be for December child support. Because if you remember correctly, when I did my November child support, I put $37 to the side to pay. Why can I not find Kohl's? Oh, that's why. It's right there. If you saw my November child support budget, I put $37 to the side out of my child support to pay for my December care credit. And I will be doing that again because that was easy and I really liked it like that. Okay, real quick, I am going to erase this rentals insurance. And this is another reason why I wrote all of this in pencil. Before I redid my budget binder and all of that, I had all of these written in pen. And then my insurance, my car insurance would change. And then my internet changed and my rent for the house changed, like all that. And so like I had tons of markings and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to write all of this in pencil. That way, if it changes, I can just erase it. Okay? So, all right, we closed up the November month of bills. So let's go ahead and move on to December. So I am very excited because this is our last month of 2024. Woo! Okay, I actually do not have everything that I need. I need scissors, and I still need that pencil. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Is there anything, like, any special traditions that you guys do? Growing up, one of our traditions was actually after Thanksgiving. I don't even know what it's called. I think it was I can be wrong. But I can swear that growing up, my mom told me it was some kind of like Chinese food or something, but I don't think it was. Now, as an adult, and I actually have had, like, kind of can think about it a little bit more, have had other types of food than what, like, American Chinese food is, you know? And, like, just, I've broadened my taste buds of other culture type food as best as I can. And so I don't think this was like actual Chinese food, but maybe my mom just said that to be able to explain it better. I don't know. But anyway, so it was always made after Thanksgiving. It was our tradition that our dinner, the day after Thanksgiving, was this type of food. And it consisted of rice and turkey. And then it had these, they weren't, so Okay, so kind of tracking off for a second. You know those onion crispy things that you put on top of your green bean casserole? Yeah? Okay. So I thought that's what it was. And so I bought a container of those and then realized those are not what they are. I'm not 100% for sure what these little crispy things were, but they're just definitely not the thing that you can get in the can that you put on top of green bean casserole. If I saw the bag, I would definitely know, oh yeah, that's it. But I can't, they kind of look like onion crisps, but they're not onions. I don't know. But anyways, my mom always bought these and these things to go on top of our leftover turkey dinner. And then you would always have like turkey gravy on top, and then you had like other options that you can do. For whatever reason, my mom always put, I think, pineapple on top of it. Again, I could be wrong, but I do not like pineapple on my food like that. Like, warm pineapple just doesn't taste very good. Doesn't sound very good to me. I like my pineapple fresh at room temperature or in the can, stuff like that. Or not fresh, like in the refrigerator. I put my pineapple in the refrigerator, so when you go to cut it fresh, it's cold. Or out of the can at room temperature. Like, having it on pizza just doesn't sound appetizing to me at all. It just doesn't. I don't know why. Other than the fact of, like, warm pineapple. Ew. But they had other things, and I can't remember what all options we had. But I remember, I think the only thing I had was the rice, the turkey, the little crispy thingies, and then the gravy. I never liked any of the options that was available for me, which is fine. So anyway, so that was our tradition growing up. Now, as an adult, Thanksgiving looks a lot different for my daughter and I. And we actually celebrate it with friends on Thanksgiving. And that's a long story, and a story I don't really want to get into on YouTube, but it is what it is. So anyways, so our tradition now, I don't know if you would actually call it a tradition, but the thing that we do now is we go over to a friend's house, and their traditions have kind of become our traditions. So my friend is an older friend. She has kids, and then they have kids. And the youngest one, I think, is a year old, I believe. And the son of my friend is on his second marriage. And the woman that he married is from an island over by Hawaii. Where they are from, they do not speak English. So when her mom was alive, her mom could not speak English at all. And so they had a lot of this like Hawaiian type food for every meal. And so for the holidays that I go over there for, they always make some kind of meal that she had growing up. So I can't write and talk all at the same time. I'm talking slow and writing slow because I'm having to concentrate on two different things. Okay, and then this one will be payday. Okay. Anyways, so in the past we have played games, we have done silly things, we've done I don't know. So those are the kind of like traditions now that we have. We have more traditions towards Christmas now. My daughter and I will be wearing matching Christmas PJs. That is one of the things that we have kept the longest. We have done other traditions for Christmas. It just hasn't stuck. Oh, the other tradition that we do every year is when my daughter was really, really young. I was a brand new Christian. one of my friends from my church gifted us this Advent book. And within the Advent book are different Advent ornaments that you cut out, colored, and then if you wanted to, you could laminate them, which I laminated them. It didn't say like you could laminate them. It was just like paper ornaments type thing. But I wanted to keep them for as long as we ever wanted to. And on the front, there is a picture that goes with the Bible verse, and then it has the Bible verse on the back. And every day you are to read that Bible verse, but then also read the story in the Bible that goes with that Bible verse. We do that every year, starting on December 1st all the way up until December 24th. And that has been our tradition on top of doing the Christmas PJs. But to backtrack a little bit, is there anybody that does any Thanksgiving traditions, even as a kid, and brought them into your home once you became adults? Because I would really like to hear any traditions that you guys may do. We usually always do a turkey. This year I would like to be able to watch the Thanksgiving Macy's parade. We have not watched that in quite some time. One, I keep forgetting about it, but also we really don't have any way to watch it because we don't have TV in our house. I may have to see if we can get it live through a news channel that I can look up on my computer, or can get it through through YouTube live for free. I don't know, but that is something I would like to be able to do this year, is watch the Thanksgiving Macy's parade. Whoops. Apparently I can't spell Target. 17. One of the other things I need to do is January 15th is probably going to be pretty short, because I believe December 20th is probably going to be our last day of school, because this is Christmas Eve and this is Christmas Day. I do not think we go to school that day. So anyways, so that is going to be extremely short. That's only going to be 6 days on that paycheck. Or no, 5 days. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days. And then I don't think we come back until like, what would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe January 6th maybe, or because the 3rd is on a Friday. So I don't think we come back until January 6th. My January child support payment plus the paycheck that I get at the end of December is probably going to have to cover majority of my bills for January. Because when I get paid on January 15th, I'm only going to have 5 days worth of paycheck that day. Plus, I think I get paid for Christmas Day. So technically 6 days. But still, it's not going to be enough. It's going to be way less than what I got paid. What was that, like $991? It's going to be way less than that. So, it's going to be quite interesting. Anyways, so yeah. 22nd. So it's gonna be kind of a little interesting until I think probably mid-February is when it's probably gonna go back to normal. Okay, so I believe everything is taken care of. Like I said, I don't have very many bills for this. It's my rent, and then life insurance, my car insurance, my daughter's life insurance, car insurance, and then my life insurance. And so that's all I'm going to have to do. So I'm probably going to have to maneuver that. That was also the other reason why I didn't know exactly what I was working with, but that I knew I had a little bit of wiggle room to be able to purchase those books. So anyway, so that is my closing out November and setting up my December calendar. If you liked this kind of video, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. As I am recording this video, I am still at 191 subscribers. I have 9 subscribers to go to hit my goal of 200 subscribers by the end of the year 2024. So I have 1 more month left to come up with those 9 subscribers. I really do hope that I make that. I think in the last month, I think I got maybe, I want to say 28 subscribers, but I could be wrong on that. In the last month, maybe 8 subscribers. I don't know. In my budget video, I need to look it up. I can't do it right now because of the way that I'm filming. So after I am done with this video, I will look that up and I will tell you the correct number that I got in the last 30 days. Not just in November, but in the last 30 days, which I'm still in November while recording this. So yeah. So thank you so much. You guys have a great week and happy Thanksgiving. Bye.